Welcome back, Truck Sim fans. Today something slightly different. ATS 1.45 has landed and there are a few anomalies on the map. What about this? Somewhere east of Hobbs, in the great state of Texas. Let's go and find out what it's all about. First of all, change the daylight. I'll put the code for this in the description below if you can't read it on the screen, but I don't like driving at night. Not when I'm trying to show you the scenery. So I've reset the clock to 6 AM. Right, let's get this show on the road, setting off from the service station on the outskirts of Hobbs. Yeah, the road's clear. Let's get moving down there and see if we can find out what those things are. You join me a bit later on at the edge of town. We're just leaving Hobbs now. There's the speed limit sign. Now for those of you who are watching the sat-nav screen on my nice new Freightliner Cascadia, then also if you've been down this way before, you'll know what's coming up. For those of you who haven't, this is what the end of the map looks like. You get round a corner, you think you're going to go straight ahead, and there's a big line of crosses across the road. I haven't turned them off in this particular video. You can actually disable these now so you don't see them. If we stop just short and I just move forward slightly into them, you can tell that these are actually a hard no-go barrier. Doink, there, the truck cannot go through them. However, there is a trick, and it's the teleport trick. I need to go more or less straight line from where I am now to find out what these two sleeping spaces are. So, the teleport trick, again I'll put a comment in the description about this. Here we go, flying free. Now, some parts of the countryside are quite nicely finished off. This is actually over the border in Texas. So we're now looking, if you haven't seen it before, at the first examples of some of the Texan scenery on this rather large highway. As you can see from my map that I've got displayed on the bottom of the screen there, I am approaching these two rest stops. Looks like this is the place. Let's go a little bit further and have a look back at our destination. Nice bits of scenery. If you go too much further in this particular version of the map before the DLC officially lands, you run out of the land. As you can see there, it disappears. So what I'm going to do, just like the Swedish Air Force in a national emergency, I am going to land my truck on the highway, get back in the cab, and drive back down towards the rest stop. Now, as you can see, there's some quite nicely finished off pieces around here. There are no-go signs on some of the roads. There's scenery at the side. It's not barren, but what you may have also noticed then is some vehicles just jumping in and out of existence. What we're coming to, just at this point where we turn off, is a place where the vehicles spawn and disappear. This normally happens right at the very end of the road before they fall off a cliff. There that van goes. But we're now going into the mystery rest stop. Well, this works. If I was inclined, I could click the E key, stop the truck, and press enter to waste 9 hours sleeping when I don't need to. 2 points where the rest is applied. That's that, we've got there, but I'm going to take a little drive back towards the town of Hobbs. Which way is it? Roughly there. So let's pull out of the rest stop, turn left and head down the highway and see what we see. First thing, a nice wooden railway bridge by the look of it there. Not really seen those sorts of things before. I'm guessing there will be some more things added to this section of the map, but for now this is what we've got. It's, again, as I said before, quite detailed for a piece of map that we're not supposed to drive on, or at least not yet. Let's have a look at the truck from the outside, see more scenery. Yep, there we go. Now we're approaching a town or city limit. For those of you who know this area, probably familiar with the town name, I'll leave it until we're leaving the town as a small sign. But before that, we'll check the map. Because I've got the road ahead. Looks a little bit suspiciously like it's going to fall off the map there, but let's have a look. Now, I pretty much need to turn right here, so let's do that. I'm at a stop sign. Well, I had red light actually, so count it as a stop sign when I go right. And then carry on up this road. Hopefully this will take me straight back to Hobbs. On our right here is the town name on this, what looks like a memorial wall. Seminole. How do you pronounce that? And a rather handy gas station there with its own oil pump in the background. Never going to run out, apparently. So here we go. We're back along the road. This more or less is heading straight back towards Hobbs. So when the DLC is opened, this is the road you'll take. Oh, why is the car slowing down? Well, more of those no-go signs. I'll pull off to the side here. Instead of doing the teleport hop back into town, I'm going to leave this video here. We only have a short distance to go, as you can see, but either end of that are these no-drive barriers that crosses across the road. Have a look around at the scenery. It's quite a busy highway. A lot of irrigation, centre pivot irrigation, these circular fields. This is part 1. If you want to see part 2 and part 3, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.